Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. This is Ghost Warrior 38, and today I'm bringing you another Fantastic Four video. Today I will be talking about the famous or infamous film that was never released, the first Fantastic Four film and its documentary, the 1994 Roger Corman Fantastic Four. I bought the two of these on eBay. The director who made the documentary, Marty Langford, has a profile on eBay where you can buy these. It was about $25 for the pair. These are both on Blu-ray, of course, as you can see, but there is a bonus disc here as just a regular DVD. I'll be getting to that here in a minute, but hold on a moment. And we're back. And we are back. Now, I shouldn't have to explain the 1994 film. It's kind of more well known as the infamous film that never got released. The documentary here tells that story of the creation of, the making of, and the downfall of the movie. Done, of course, by interviews with the cast and crew involved, and, of course, an interview with the late, great Roger Corman himself, who we have sadly lost. The documentary is actually here on YouTube, and I want to say it might be also available on Amazon, and if you ever had the streaming or movie app Vudu, which is now Fandango, it's on there as well, and I think you might even be able to buy this documentary on YouTube, like you can purchase it for a digital library. Whereas the movie here has been on YouTube for a number of years, and only recently it has started disappearing off of YouTube. I can actually name two channels, one of whom actually had an upscaled, a even more higher quality upscale of this film on his channel before his movie got pulled, and you only have like isolated clips and of course the original trailer and everything there. Someone has already done a video kind of talking about that, or what they think might be the case. I'll put that video in the description if you guys and gals are at all interested. And of course, I'll put a link to where you can watch this online as well. I got introduced to this film back in 2016 when I first started college. I found the documentary online, and I gave it a watch, and I was really interested by this, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of curious to see the movie itself, and then I found this on YouTube later that same day, and I just started watching it, and I'm like, wow, this is actually really interesting, and it's actually quite unfortunate. So to get a better picture, watch the documentary first, and then you'd watch the movie. Obviously, the visual effects were never fully finished. It looks cheesy, it looks hokey. The actor Joseph Culp talks about how he'd want to redub and redo some of his lines because of how muffled some of them sound in the mask, which you will hear some of that in the audio quality in this. Putting the documentary aside first, I'll look at the movie first. There's two transfers of this. There's one from the original, probably VHS tape master, and then there is an AI enhanced upscale, which that's the version I watched, and some of it, there's definitely some better quality scenes than in the original, whereas some that are a little worse. So basically it's like take your pick on what you want to watch. the original 1994 version of Marvel's Fantastic Four. Here, looking at the back, the image photo here is from the Film Threat magazine, first generation op matte transfer, direct from the only 3/4 videotape source in existence, and a 16:9 enhanced upscale 720p digital noise reduction and grain noise removal HD restoration by Paul Anwar. There's an image here of Doctor Doom, special features, high definition, a scene-specific audio commentary. I have yet to listen to the audio commentary, but I want to give that a chance. And then, of course, the theatrical trailer, which was the trailer that was shown in Comic-Cons and was supposed to be to promote the video that sadly, of course, never got released. And then there's the inside of the disc here. There's nothing really special on here. The director's commentary was done in 2022. And looking at the back of the disc, you can see, if I shine this here in the light, you can see this dark circle on the inside of the disc. That's all the data for the movie. They're not pressed, but it was put on the disc itself. And that's the same thing with the documentary and the bonus disc. But it's a nice cover art. I like at least the fact that they at least went with something here. Picture is kind of cool. Say what you will about the costumes. At least I appreciate and respect the fact that they tried their best with the budget that they had, and that the cast all cared about these characters and the roles they played. You hear it in the interviews in the documentary about how passionate some of them were, and that they wanted to do the best possible job that they could. It's only a real shame that the way to view this now is either through bootlegs. For a while it was on YouTube, but hope they release a physical, proper release one of these days. And speaking of the video, just going on a side tangent here before I cover this portion. This video has been up on YouTube for a number of years. Like I said, I found this back in 2016, and recently it started disappearing. One YouTuber, I will put his video in the description, has talked about his video being removed or it being blocked, and the person that flagged the video was Constantine Films, supposedly the rights holders to this, but he believes, this is up for debate, that it could have been Marvel reaching out to them, that they basically don't want this film out there for people to see because of the new Fantastic Four film that's coming out in July, which I'll sadly admit I am kind of interested in wanting to see, but at the same time I respect where the Fantastic Four started, and that obviously they all got a raw deal, and that this movie needs to see the light of day, officially and obviously legally. So yeah, basically this video is now scrubbed off YouTube, and the only things you can find is the official trailer and like single isolated clips. So yeah, tangent over on that. But anyway, you want information about that or interested, I will put some videos out there talking about this. Okay, so now we are moving on to the second portion of this video, where I'll be talking about the doomed Untold Story of Roger Corman's Fantastic Four documentary. Here's a nice cover, or image here at the bottom with all four of them here. And then Doomed. How many films did Roger Corman make that never got released? One. The movie was never supposed to be shown to anyone. And then here they got interviews with all the surviving cast and crew. Alex Hyde White, Rebecca Staub, Jay Underwood, Joseph Culp, Michael Bailey Smith, who played Ben Grimm, and The gentleman here in the middle was actually in the Thing's suit. Ole, the director, the late Roger Corman, and one of the VP or directors on one of the other film companies. The panel discussion, which I watched, this was from a convention in 2015. A director interview, have not watched that. Outtakes, have not watched that. Joseph Culp. Basically, I haven't watched these other ones yet. You got another image here on Doctor Doom. And then the inside packaging is the same how the other film was, except it's the copyright by the company that made the documentary, uncorked, and then just the same as the other one. The information is scanned onto the disc, not pressed. And then this came with a bonus disc. This had like some extra interviews and stuff like that. This is just on a regular DVR disc. But yet the weird thing is, the amount of information here is so tiny, there's basically like not much there. It's like, okay. But yeah, all the disk space, that's the only data that's on the disc. Yeah, that's just a regular DVD there. And that's the documentary. I liked this. I've watched this a few times. Well, not the disc copy. I've basically seen the disc once, but I've seen the documentary like a number of times. I own a copy digitally, seen it on YouTube at least a couple times, and now I have the physical copy. But all in all, I'm really glad to have this and to be able to revisit their story, because this was the basically without this movie, the foundation of what the Fantastic Four would become, with the later Fox movies, with this one, Rise of Silver Surfer, and then the 2015 movie that shall not be discussed. Fantastic Four basically wouldn't be where it's at now. So, much love to the cast that put their heart and soul into this. Alex, Rebecca, Jay, Michael, Joseph. Thank you guys for everything you've ever done with this project. And you guys deserved better, and hope that we can get better one of these days if Marvel or Fox or whoever actually has the rights to this project now actually decides to pull some strings, or finally gets a hair out of their asses and decides like, hey, we should put some more marketing out there. Let's probably try to put this out there. But anyway, that's my thoughts and sort of review and slash unboxing. Well, not really unboxing, but thoughts on Corman's film. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you've seen this movie before, please let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I will see you guys later with another video. So take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, and peace.